God bless a great day, everybody. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for another blessed day. Y'all know it's King T420 SEC, and it's Smoking with the King each and every Friday at 4:20 Eastern Time. God bless a great day, everybody. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody blessed. I hope everybody had a great week. You know, it's Friday. Shit. It's the last day of the week. Niggas can chill now. Y'all can kick back. Y'all can relax. Thank y'all for coming out and joining the show. All my supporters, sponsors, endorsers, family members, and friends. Definitely appreciate everybody. And y'all know how I do before I start the show. I'm going to read a couple scriptures or whatnot, but we're going to wait around, let a few people come into the room before we get started. Yeah, everything good over here. Alright, cool. Look like we got a few people in. Alright, y'all. Let's start the show. Let me get a scripture going. Let's get us a scripture going, right? Let me read a scripture too. Let's get us in the zone. Let's get in the zone so we can get ready to get this show crack-a-lacking. Who all in the room with me? You in the room with me? Tap the screen if you're in the room with me. Like, share, comment. Tap the screen, like, share, comment. Whatever page you want, like, share, comment. Tap the screen. Yeah, let's get it cracking in here. Get ready to read these scriptures. Y'all know how I do. I just want to let a few people come in first. Y'all know I'm live on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, so y'all just have to give me a minute sometime. We waiting, but we ready. Y'all know I'm always ready. I got a banger for y'all this week. And I guess y'all seen the thumbnail. Instagram, you couldn't get it. I don't know what they got going on here, but anyway, you read the thumbnail, you know I'm finna get into some real juicy shit. So let's jump into these scriptures, and then I'll get into it. From the King James Version, 1 Peter 3:7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Y'all know I always read the KJV because I'm from the old school. I was taught out the KJV, but I got the NIV verse too. So I'm gonna read that to decipher it a little bit, and then I'm gonna break it down a little bit for y'all. Give me a second. Here we go. So from the NIV, same verse, 1 Peter 3:7. Husbands, in the same way, be considerate as you live with your wives, and treat them with respect as the weaker partner, and as heirs with you of the gracious gift of life, so that nothing will hinder your prayers. Alright? So let me break that down for you. Okay. So the 1 Peter verse shows that a man's role requires more than just him paying bills. Okay? His role requires understanding, not just providing. It comes with peace and respect, and respect goes both ways. Okay? So we're going to jump off to the second verse. Okay. The second verse is Proverbs 21:20. Reading from the King James Version first goes as, there is treasure to be desired, and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it up. Now I'm sure y'all caught that one, but I'm going to read the NIV and then break that one down for you too. The NIV, Proverbs 21 and 20. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. Y'all get it? That verse there is to remind you to carry the load wisely, fellas. Don't be just so frivolous and do not be wasteful. Provision requires wisdom, and also wise men save and build, while foolish men waste what they are blessed with. You understand? I'll read it again. This is a reminder to carry the load wisely, fellas, and not to be wasteful. Provision requires wisdom, and also wise men save and build, while foolish men waste what they are blessed with. Alright? Cool. We got that out there. I love y'all came out. And since we passed the scriptures, we're just gonna get into it. We talking about what it really means for a man to carry the load today. This is not just directed at men just because I'm talking about men carrying the load. Let me put that out there right now. I just want y'all to know. It's not just directed at the men. So, let's do it like this. Ladies, it's not just about a man paying bills. Are you helping him have peace? Are you nurturing the man who's holding you down? Or are you just adding to his stress? Now, let me expound on that a little bit, right? So, over the last couple days, I seen a video, right? Where a man had been taking care of his girl. It was his stepdaughter. He had married her mother, and he had been taking care of her for about 16 years, something like that. You know what I mean? And she had a graduation, and she invited everybody. Well, she only got 8 tickets, so she invited 8 people to the graduation, but she did not invite her stepfather. Like, it's cool. She invited her mother, her father, her aunties, boyfriend, or cousin, some shit like that. She invited all these people, but she didn't invite the man who had been basically taking care of her. She did not invite the man who had basically been putting in all the time and all the effort to, make sure everything was comfortable for her as she went to school. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all, right? And that to me was like, what type of home does he live in where he's the husband, he paid the bills, he was a truck driver, so he had took 3 days off of work. You know what I'm saying? And, the daughter, she didn't invite her. She only got 8 tickets, right? So like I said, she just didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know any better. But let's turn to the mother who actually did know better. The mother should have told her somebody can't go because he gotta go. He the one been helping fund your trips. He the one who been helping fund your schooling. He the one who been helping me fund you, period. Like, he's the one that's here being the source of all the things that we need while you're here. So, it was just disappointing to see that. And this is what it means for a man to carry the load. Like, he did all of that for all of those years. He took care of that girl for all of those years. He carried the load, right? And instead of even getting a simple invite to her graduation, he couldn't even get invited to the graduation. The man couldn't even get invited to his own stepdaughter's graduation, who he had been taking care of for about 15, 16 years. Now, I don't know how that makes sense in nobody's world. How does it? But this, again, talks about the man carrying the load. Ladies, are you bringing peace to this man? Are you really a nurturing woman? Because a woman who is bringing peace to that man would have done something about that situation. There's no way a woman could be bringing peace to this situation and that man didn't go to that graduation. I know all he thought about in the back of his mind was like, yo, this how much I mean to the family? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause immediately after he found out he couldn't go to the graduation, he took her off all his insurances and shit. Immediate action. He found out he couldn't go, he took her off all the insurance and shit right now. Like, yeah, done. Right? So, it's things like that that shows not only was he hurt by the actions that were taken, he probably felt slighted, probably felt like he was disrespected to a certain extent. Only for the fact of the matter that he's the husband. He took off work for this. Because this was a very important day in his daughter's life. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like this was something he didn't think was important. He thought it was very important. So much so that carrying the load, he took days off work. So that means he had already made sure the bills was already paid up, had enough money to make sure that if anything need to happen on this day, it's gonna happen because it's my stepdaughter and I got her. I'm gonna hold her down, right? And at the end of the day, they didn't hold him down. At the end of the day, it was him out there by himself because he didn't get to go to the graduation. Nobody stood up for him going to the graduation. Nobody even really cared that he couldn't go to the graduation. So, that all in itself says, who had the man back? You see what I'm saying? So, again, ladies, let me say it again to you. Are you bringing peace? Are you helping him have peace in his life? You know what I'm saying? Are you holding the man down? For real. Like, are you really holding the man down? Like, how? Like, for real. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that was her holding him down, the man that she married? Do y'all think that was her holding him down and she didn't say nothing to her daughter about him not being able to come to the graduation? She didn't say nothing to nobody about this man who's been paying all the bills, who's been the source of everything going forward. He's been the source of everything progressing. He's been the source of all the positive things happening. Nobody took up for the man and said, yo, he should at least be at your graduation. So, do y'all think she was holding him down? I'm just asking. It's just my question to y'all. Do y'all think that was a way of her to be able to say, yo, I was holding you down, though? You know what I'm saying? And he couldn't even go to the graduation, man. Took days off of work. He take care of the household already. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't really understand it. A lot of y'all don't really understand it, what it means for a man to have to carry the load. When a man carrying the load, I guarantee you that man, even though he took that girl off all his insurances and all that shit because he was mad, right? When he cool off, he gonna probably put her back on his insurances because it's still his daughter. He's still married to her mama. You know what I'm saying? And he was hurt. So let's get past that part. Like, damn, he was fucked up for that. Let's not act like y'all don't do shit when y'all mad, right? Cool. We don't get past that. He gonna put her back. But the thing is, that I'm getting to, is even after all of that, he's still carrying the load. He's still gonna go to work. He's still gonna pay the bills. He's still gonna make sure they got everything that they need. And life gonna still move forward for that man like a normal everyday routine. Because this is how men do. This is what it means to carry the load. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's women out here who don't understand that even in your time of hurt, even in your time of pain, when he's being sympathetic towards you, when he's showing sympathy, when he's taking the time to be considerate to your feelings and things like that. These are things that men, we don't normally do these things. You know what I'm saying? So that's his way of trying to nurture you back. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, that's your area of expertise as a lady. So you're supposed to know how to do these things regardless. She was supposed to straighten that whole situation out. Her husband was not even supposed to worry about not being able to go to the graduation because he did not only took days off work, but he had already paid all the bills. He already got her flying dressed to death. You see what I'm saying? So carrying the load come with a lot, y'all. It's not like a person can just, you know what I'm saying, be like, it ain't like he could just up and turn his back on them now. It ain't like he could just leave them now. It ain't like he could just be like, yo, oh, fuck them. I ain't doing shit else for them. What type of man would he be? And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Even feeling hurt and disrespected and taking her off his insurance, he's still gonna carry the load. Listen, I promise y'all with everything I love, if she'd have gotten into an accident the next day, God, thank God she did not. If she'd have gotten into an accident the next day, he'd have been the first one on the scene and he'd have paid for it. Y'all gotta pay attention. Sometimes men do things out of anger, but that's because they be so hurt. Like, most of the time a man is carrying the load like that, he been in that girl's life for 16 years. You understand what I'm saying? He was married to her mother. That ain't like just some lady he picked up on the street. That ain't just like some girl he was calling girlfriend. That was that man's wife. That was really his stepdaughter. So, to feel played and disrespected like that at your own stepdaughter graduation is really something different. Now, we don't know all the surrounding, factors of why he was not invited, but the point is the man wasn't invited. You know what I'm saying? But moving forward, I just want y'all to know this again is part of carrying the load. Sometimes a man will get up, go to work, get up, go to work, get up, go to work, make sure all the bills paid, do everything that everybody in the house want to do, and be so exhausted that when he get home, he won't even have enough energy to pour himself a drink. He's so tired that he gonna go sit in his little spot, his little favorite spot, and probably pass out. Because he been working all week, and now he done took one of his days off. The very first day he got off, he gotta take that day, and he gotta go and hang out with the family, hang out with the kids, do what everybody wanna do, go spend some more money before he can even have some time to himself where he can even wash himself, pour himself a drink, or roll him a blunt, or fix him a sandwich, whatever, cut on a TV show, whatever he want to do. Before he get to do any of this, he got to carry the load. He got to make sure the wife good. He got to make sure the kids is good. He got to make sure the house is good and secure and everything is cool. And he got to do all this again before he can even relax. So ladies, are you making sure you bringing this man peace? Are you being nurturing to this man and this man is carrying the load like that without asking no questions? He just doing it. He care about you. He married you his wife, take care of you and the kids. He do this. You know what I'm saying? No questions. He carrying the load. Are you holding him down? Are you gonna make sure that he get a seat at the graduation? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it'd be hard for a man to put in all this effort to be in a faithful, honest, loyal, trusting relationship for all of this time and then get left out of something like that. Like, y'all be acting like men don't have feelings too. Like, it's very true. It's very, very true. We are raised not to show our feelings. It's very true. But that don't mean that we don't have them. And most of the time that a man has to show his feeling or emotion it's through anger majority of the time. You understand? So, yeah, let's think about that. How hurt did that man have to be to immediately take that girl off his insurance and everything else? Immediately. Like it was immediate. They say he did it immediately. Again, trust and believe me, he put that girl back on all that stuff because it's his daughter, stepdaughter, you know how the case go. But, you know, he was mad then. So how mad do y'all think he had to be to do that? You know what I mean? Like, do y'all really gotta understand it or what it means for a man to have to feel that way? And so he was so hurt that he completely took his stepdaughter off all his insurance. Flat out, like he just took her off. Like, this how much y'all care about me that I couldn't even fucking watch her walk across the stage and I done paid all the damn bills. I bought the fucking dress she walking across. I put the shoes on her feet she walking across. The fucking car that was rented for her to ride up. I paid for all this shit and I can't even fucking watch her cross the stage. Now, I don't know that he paid for all that stuff, but just to feel the way that he feels. Like he been there for 16 years. He been taking care of the girl since she was a yay half to a grasshopper. Like, what was the man supposed to feel like? You understand? I just be trying to get y'all to see sometimes that y'all go with this men ain't supposed to have feelings shit. You know, fuck your feelings as a man. You ain't fuck your feelings. But y'all still have to be more in tune with the fact that even though he not standing on feelings, he's standing on logic and ration. He still got feelings. And y'all act like y'all be not in tune with that. Like y'all be coming at the situation so backwards. Like, and you know, it's funny to me because a lot of women, when they actually do take a step back and look at the situation, like most of the time it'd be like after they be broke up with the dude or whatever. But they'll take a step back and look at it like, be like, damn, I probably was a little rough on dog right there. And cause that was fucked up that he had to, and I hit him with this. You see what I'm saying? So it be moments like that where people would be like, damn, nah, I understand why dog left. You know what I'm saying? And that's because y'all ain't holding these men down. Y'all have had these men out here doing all this stuff for y'all, but y'all not nurturing these men the way y'all supposed to nurture these men. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not really there giving these men the good energy that y'all supposed to give these men. Y'all not bringing these men peace. Y'all got these men feeling almost like, why am I here? Like, should I be talking to somebody else? I've been dealing with this shit for 8 years. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't making the situations where it's no better, ladies. Y'all role as a woman is to nurture the situation and make the situation peaceful for all of y'all. You know what I mean? Like, you supposed to know how to soothe the situation and make it where the situation is like mellow. Okay, I got you. Let me deal with this little small stuff over here, baby, so you can relax, and then we can get to dealing with all the bigger shit like we supposed to. I can see you done had a long day. You a little stressed. I ain't finna put this on you right now. We can talk about this later. You understand? Like, y'all have to give a man some caring, some understanding. Y'all have to be women. Where is the feminine energy at when he walked through the door? And why is it when he walked through the door, the first thing you hear is, hey, so such and such called me and said this today. So we supposed to have to do this and all this. And so, you know, we be like, damn, I just got here. I literally just got here. And already it's something, already? Like, that's cold-blooded. But you know what? Fuck it. Come on. We gonna go ahead and we gonna shoot out real quick. And yeah, so it be like, why do y'all even think that most of these dudes don't want to come right home when they get off work? Because y'all not making a peaceful space for these men to want to come home and be like, yo, I got a loving, caring wife. Like, when I get off work, before she even tell me something need to be done around the house, She come right and ask me how my day was. Hey babe, how your day been? What happened at work today? Was everything fine? Everything was cool? Such and such, blah, blah, blah. You want me to go start the shower for you, bring you some water, whatever? Before she even get to talking to him about anything else. Because she appreciates him that much. She got that much love for the brother because he doing what he doing and he holding it down for her. So ladies, y'all got to do y'all part. Y'all cannot run from y'all part. I don't care how angry that make y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all want him to do his part at all times. Just like I just said, that husband, he still got to pay bills. He can't not pay bills now because what happened, because he didn't get a chair. You see what I'm saying? He still got to do that. So as long as y'all want these men to do their part, y'all gonna have to start doing y'all part. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Because most of y'all ain't been feminine, beautiful, inspirational, submissive, and supportive. Most of y'all think the cute part, the beautiful part, is where you're supposed to get stuck in. Oh no, I'm beautiful. I ain't got to do no more than what I'm already doing. Like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? There's a lot of beautiful girls out here. Like, we not gonna stop there. You gotta be feminine, beautiful, inspirational, submissive, and supportive. So that means you gotta know how to make the moments better for them when when the skies is gray, as they say. You feel me? Like, you can't be the type of person, you can't be the type of woman that's like, yo, I promise you I'm gonna hold you down and you been with this dude for all this time. Then graduation coming, you don't make sure the nigga get a seat next to you, you his wife. Like, that's some dust bucket shit. You know what I'm saying? That I don't like. All in itself, the man made a statement when he did what he did. But it just goes to show y'all, like, if she was holding him down, that wouldn't have never happened. It wouldn't even almost happen. Number one, the reason why it wouldn't have happened is he'd have been there. You understand? He wouldn't have felt left out of a big family moment when he's supposed to be the head of the family. You understand? He felt like he wasn't the head of the family at this moment. At the time, he was supposed to be standing tall, looking good. You know what I'm saying? Because I did this. I've been with this family I took this family from here to, he was supposed to have been there. Are y'all holding these men down? Are y'all having the nurturing moments y'all supposed to have with y'all men? Is your house as peaceful as it's supposed to be? Or is it filled with drama and nonsense and negative energy? Because you just get on like that. No, we just get on like that over here. We call each other all type of names and everything over here. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck you, man. That bitch ass nigga know what it is. Type of shit is that? Like, that type of energy right there, that'll let me know that the dude that's carrying the load, he probably ready to fall over and go for real. Like, ain't no peace in that household. There's no calm. There's no positive energy. Anytime y'all walk around calling each other bitch ass niggas and punk pussy motherfuckers and all this type of dumb ass shit, y'all don't have no respect for y'allself or the relationship. Because why would you even want to be with somebody that want to be disrespected like that? See what I'm saying? So y'all be losing y'allself and forgetting. Like, y'all taking these things a little too far when it comes to the man paying all the bills and the man doing all this stuff for y'all. Like, yeah, sure, he'll do it, but am I doing it for the right person? Why am I doing these things? Are you worth me carrying the load for it? Is this gonna be a peaceful house? Are you gonna nurture me when things are wrong? Are you gonna hold me down when motherfuckers trying not to let me go to the graduation? Like, what's happening here? A lot of y'all be talking good, but But y'all ain't really holding it down for the men like that. And that's why these men has been acting the way they be acting. You know what I'm saying? But don't worry, ladies. This is called carrying the load. So I am finna talk to my fellas. I gotta talk to my fellas. Fellas, you know, it's a whole other segment for y'all too, right? Let's get off into it. Carrying the load does not mean spending cash recklessly. It means using wisdom, protecting your resources, and making sure you are not carrying dead weight. Provision without peace is a setup for a failed relationship. Nothing wrong with you as a man carrying the load. Just make sure you carry it wisely. Okay? So let's jump up into that, man. Right? So a lot of y'all have nice families, been built up a nice family. Y'all have been together for years. And instead of holding it down and carrying the load the right way, you know what I'm saying? Instead of really working on building your own business along with while you working and paying all the bills, so you can make it where sometime you will have time for you and the family to actually hang out, go on these vacations and these trips that everybody be posting about and things like that, you know? So you'll have time, but y'all not doing that. A lot of y'all is paying the bills and making sure everything's straight at home, and then going to take all the rest of the money and fuck it off in the street. Yep, I said it. I told it like it is. Be mad at me if you want. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. The truth is, if a lot of you niggas start using your motherfucking head and stop taking all the extra money you got and just blowing it and throwing that shit away and start doing something smart with that shit, you will have a lot more motherfucking extra money. I'ma repeat it. If a lot of you motherfuckers stop taking all the extra money y'all got and throwing that shit away and start doing something more lucrative with your money and making it work for you, you will have a lot more extra money. Okay, so let me really break it down, right? So a lot of y'all wondering, why I can't take my family on these trips? Why I can't take my family to buy the nice things, the things that I want to buy? Why is it that I want to put my wife in this house, but we stay in this house? That's because you, as a man, you not using your money wisely. How are you the head of the household and you not making your money work for you? I understand you go to work, as you should. You pay the bills, as you should. The house got food, as it should. Kids got clothes, as they should. Everybody healthy, as it should be, right? But you still ain't investing nothing. Again, y'all wondering why y'all don't have no access build-up of money like everybody else. Because all the extra money you got, instead of taking it to do something nice with it, to make it work for you, again, to make your money accumulate more money, you taking it and trying to go out of town for the weekend or something. Fuck it, me and my wife, we just gonna go out of town for the weekend. See, y'all gonna go out of town for the weekend instead of investing that money and waiting a couple years, and y'all could have went out of town for a month. But see, a lot of y'all not getting the understanding of what it means to take your money and make it work for y'all. This is why it's called carrying the load. A lot of y'all in these situations, y'all carrying the load and y'all ain't making it better for you or her. Y'all just got it. It is what it is. It's just there. Like it's not moving forward, right? Okay, let me explain what I mean. Right? Like, yeah, you make sure all the bills is paid. Make sure y'all got food, everybody good. Ain't no problems, right? But the savings is a little short. Not only that, the business that you was working on, that shit been on the back burner so long, this shit done probably burnt up. Uh-oh. I'm talking to y'all now. You don't even think about the business that you wanted to open your own self no more. The vision that you had that was part of what drew her to you in the first place, you don't even think about it no more. It's not even something that crosses your mind no more. Right? And this vision was supposed to be important. This was supposed to be your way to take care of your whole family, make sure everybody was set for life. But instead, you got caught in a trap because you stopped thinking like the wise man that you are. You got caught in a trap. You got you a wife, you got you a lady, you had you a couple kids. Now you feel like you stuck. Just there. Just you, your lady, and y'all kids. Now y'all got a nice little crib. You know what I'm saying? And you got a nice car. Her car alright, but it ain't nice like yours. And yours ain't super alright, it's just nice. Right? All the bills get paid every month. And at the end of that, you feel like you down to zero all over again. So let's add on some of the little stuff that you're doing that's taken away from investing. Let's talk about eating out. Some of the restaurants. So, majority of the people nowadays, they don't cook food at home no more. There's no more cooking at home. Majority of people, they eat out. I work, I make money, I'm gonna eat out. I'm gonna eat what I want. Right? It ain't nothing wrong with eating what you want. Nothing at all. You work to pay bills, you're supposed to eat what you want. Right? But as a man, you gotta think smarter. Not make yourself have to work hard. Right? So if eating what you want consists of whatever it is that you want on that menu, that means you go buy it. And you make it yourself. And if you got a lady, hopefully, when you go buy it, your lady can make it. And then y'all can have a nice dinner that you was talking about. You see what I'm saying? In this way, you don't have to go and spend $150 on it, $100, $50, whatever the case. However much it is, $10, however much it is money that you spent at the fast food restaurant or whatever restaurant that you could have invested somewhere and made it work for you, right? So, a lot of y'all hear me talking to y'all, it caught your interest, you're a little interested now. Oh, you talking funds. Yeah, I'm talking funds. Because everybody be talking about the man is the protector and the provider. He's the protector and the provider. He got to pay all the bills. He the one got to foot the bills. He got to pay all the money. So with that being said, the men need to know what to do with their money. Y'all need to know that you need to start making your money work for you. You can't just have the money. You can't just get the money coming in. And just because you got the money, you don't know how to make the money work for you. Yeah, it's good you paying all the bills and making sure y'all straight. Y'all ain't got no worries. That is beautiful. It's perfect, in fact. You know what I'm saying? But the real point that I'm making is you can't always have the money coming in from the job. Because sooner or later, eventually, you gonna get old and you gonna retire. And then how the bills gonna get paid then? Oh, you done worked all this time, so now you got this pension. Oh, you got your retirement plan. All right, that's cool. I ain't even gonna trip on that. That's what's up. Got your 401k. That's the shit, right? But on the flip side of that, if you'd have been taking a little bit of money from those fast food outings, from all those restaurant outings, you could have invested some money in something. I'm not gonna speak on what right now. I'm just gonna say this is why this is called carrying the load. Because I'm talking to the fellas about what's really going on while they carrying these loads. Why your load not lightening up on you. I'm trying to tell you why your load seems like it's getting heavier and heavier. The harder you work, the heavier the load get. I'm trying to get an understanding to you so you'll really understand that you're working harder and not smarter. You are not making your money work for you. As a man, you're supposed to be smart enough to know that I need to invest in myself. And how do you invest in yourself? If you don't want to own your own business, that means you need to invest in something else. Again, I'm not finna jump off into that, but the point is your money need to be making something happen that can progress you further in life where you can have more money coming in, not just your job. And a lot of y'all men get stuck being happy just saying, I got a job. I got a job, I can pay the bills. And y'all get stuck there. And I don't need y'all getting stuck there. I need y'all to understand that it's much more life behind just you got a job and you paying bills. As a man, you gonna always have to have income coming in. But after you get to a certain age, you ain't gonna always be able to go out and work to get it. I'm letting y'all know what it is. Y'all better start looking at some of these older men. That's why they stay in such good shape. That's why they eating healthy foods now. That's why they doing the things that they need to do to be in shape, to stay in shape. Because as you get older, you ain't gonna be trying to go to the plant when you're 75 years old, foreman or not. You understand? Like, so I'm trying to get y'all to see that y'all have to start as men thinking wisely and doing wise things with your money. Investing in your children. Investing in your wife. You have to invest into something that's going to grow the money more. So listen, as a man, you cannot take all of your leftover money all the time and constantly spend it on liabilities. Yeah. So I'm going to say it again. Liabilities are a bad thing. As a man, you cannot constantly take your leftover money and keep spending it on those things. Because those things will have you stagnant. You'll be stuck there. Like I just told you. Like, again, it's cool that you can pay all the bills. It's cool that you content being able to pay all the bills. But why is all the extra money gotta go to, we gonna order pizza tonight? Fuck it, we gonna go to Coney tonight. That's $40. That's $50. Here go another. Here go another. Y'all constantly taking y'all money, and instead of cooking food at home, and this is just part one. Y'all constantly cooking y'all food at home. Instead of cooking food at home, y'all constantly throwing y'all money away to these fast food chains who probably don't even eat their own food. I'm gonna repeat it. The owners of these fast food chains probably don't even eat their own foods. Okay, so let's move forward. Now that we know that you can't spend your money frivolously on food, right? Let's talk about the clothes and shit that you constantly trying to go out and buy and act like you gotta keep up with the Joneses and shit every time some new shit come out, right? You an honest working, hard working man that work a 9-to-5 job. Why in the fuck would you be trying to run to the mall every time a new pair of Jordans come out and they cost $250? I'm listening. I'm waiting. Anybody, tell me in the chat. Why in the fuck would you be trying to do that shit Every time that shit come out and you a 9-to-5 working, hard working man. Listen to me. Fellas, you gotta make your money work for you. You can't keep going to give your money to people that's already rich. Y'all are the heads of household. The people in your household are gonna follow your lead. So if you're taking all the extra money you got, you working yourself to the ground, coming home tired all the time, you're only happy when you think you could lay down and get a nap in. But all the extra money go for new Jordans, new outfits. Everybody need a new something, because you got to stay fly to death, right? You got to keep, your swag got to be nigga, right? You just got to keep up this facade that you're putting on for everybody else like y'all rich already. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. When you go around and actually look at the rich people, the people who really do got B's and M's by their name, they not trying to go get Jordans every time Jordan come out. Or no other brand name motherfucking shoe or shirt or pair of pants. They not doing it. Because you know what they doing? They at home thinking, I'm going to make this 10 million work for me and make me another 100 million. Okay, let's back up. I apologize. I'm going to make this 1,000 into 10,000 the legit way. All right, go. Y'all with me now? Because that's what they doing. They not finna take that 1,000 and shoot to the mall and buy a couple pair of J's, couple outfits, shit. We finna go out and eat real good. And what is we talking about here? Investing in your kids' future. How about putting some money up, right, for a college fund, right? I mean, it's just a thought, especially since you're the head of the household, right? Put some money in a college fund for your kid and constantly put money into that college fund. And make sure your kid go to school, jackass. What the fuck is you doing? You can't put the fucking money in the college fund and then let your kid grow up and be dumb as a bag of rocks. Anyway, I hope you don't do that. But again, let's get back to the people who here with me. Put money into the damn college fund. What's wrong with you? You want to go buy Jordans and Jordans and Jordans and all this other shit, whatever the fuck y'all buying. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes time for college, everybody's standing around like, damn, we gonna have to get her a scholarship? We gonna have to get her some loans? Like, what the fuck we gonna do? But guess what? For motherfucking 18 years, you've been buying motherfucking McDonald's and Burger King and Popeyes and KFCs and churches and Jordans and Louis Vuitton and Guess and Gucci and whatever the fuck else that you can fucking name until time for college. College time came now. Motherfucker can't afford a motherfucking bus ticket. What the fuck is y'all doing? Again, y'all not rich yet, fellas. And I'm not telling you that you're not gonna be rich. What I'm telling you is, in order to be rich, you gotta start right now on working on getting there. You can't just let all your little extra money just fall out your pocket for, I gotta buy some cigarettes over here, I gotta buy some blunts over here, I gotta buy a drink over here, I gotta go buy some shoes over here, I gotta go get some food from over there, you constantly gotta do something with all the extra money, but you working and busting your ass 10, 12, 16 hours a day some days. And then y'all wondering why you so tired, you like, oh, I'm back in this bitch again? Yes. You back in that bitch again. Because you, sir, the head of the household, with the woman and the kids, the wife and the kids, the man who make all the money, who pay all the bills, You are not taking your time to take the little extras and invest something into something. Again, I'm not going to point out what y'all should invest in or where the money should go, other than the kids' college fund. I did that purposely because some of y'all don't know that this is a hard thing to get paid off. Like when the time comes. Like when it comes time to send these kids to college, like that's one of the hardest things it is to do for people is to send their kids to college. So, okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna give you as a man, because I'm a real man, I'm gonna give y'all two things to invest in, right? Especially if you have children that are yours. Okay, go. You need life insurance. You need life insurance. And you need to invest in a college fund. Get a trust too. I'm not really sure about how that works yet. Once I get more inner knowings about how the trust and things work like that, when it comes to the children and it building and things like that, I can tell y'all a little more. But as of right now, I'm telling you, get life insurance on you and for your family, and start a college fund, fellas. Listen, you can't be the head of the household and you not making no future plans. Let me repeat that again. I'm going to keep it just as plain as I did. You cannot be the head of the household if you, sir, are not making future plans for everybody under your umbrella, everybody under your roof. You got a plan for you, future-wise, your wife or girl or woman or whoever, future-wise, and the children. You got a plan for your future. You the head of the household. This is why you are supposed to be the head of the household. You can't sit around and be like, man, this is too much to think about right now. And true indeed, let's not get it twisted. It might be heavy on you. And this is why you got a woman. This is part of the area where the nurturing, the bringing peace to a man and holding him down comes in at. He can come and talk to you like, babe, I've been thinking about getting life insurance on everybody in the house. It's just heavy on me. And you as his woman or wife or whoever, you gonna reassure him, honey, your decisions have already led this family in the right direction so far. Whatever you decide, I got your back. And boom! You know what I'm saying? I ain't being funny, I'm just had to throw that in there. But fellas, this is what it is. Like, you gotta be the person in your household that lead the stampede. You can't expect for the kids to be the first ones to jump off the porch if ain't nobody ever taught them nothing. If you ain't taught them, how you gonna expect your son to ride a bike if you ain't ever taught him to ride the bike? You can let somebody else teach him. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't being funny. I'm being honest. But part of carrying the load is know how to make your money work for you. Know how to keep your bills paid. Know how to keep the food and shit in the refrigerator, keep the lights and shit going, keep everybody healthy, and teaching your son how to ride a bike. Or taking your daughter to the beauty supply if she needs to go to the beauty supply. Or some shit like that. I ain't talking about let her paint your nails or no crazy shit like that. But you might have to take her to the beauty supply. Or you might have to take her to get her a doll from the toy section or some shit like that. I'm just saying, like, as the man of the house, you gotta know your role don't really have an ending to it. Is what I'm trying to get you to see, fellas. You see what I'm saying? Because as the man of the house, again, you gotta be the visionary. You gotta be the one who creating the positive paths and helping people progress on these paths as they go. You gotta be the man in your household that's like that. They're under your umbrella. This your household. You the man of the house. You supposed to lead the house. You the leader of the house, right? So as the man, you gotta make sure these things is done. Now, I'm not gonna say the man be worried about taking the kids to the doctor and things like that, shit like that. Like most of the time, the women in the household, they make the appointments, right? And then they let the man know that they made an appointment and somebody has to be somewhere on a certain time. As the man of the household, guess what? You got to lead the charge. When it's time for somebody to be there, guess who got to make sure somebody's there? Guess who got to make sure somebody's there and they get back? You the man of the house. I don't understand what you men be thinking nowadays. Like, even if that means you got to send an Uber and tell your wife to ride with your daughter or son and catch the Uber there and Uber them back home. If that's what the case has to be because the work is that important, then fine, dandy, get it done, right? But there's no way that you the man in the house, you pay all the bills, you make sure everything's taken care of, you got the car, or get her a car. Make sure she got one. And make sure it's a nice car. I ain't saying it got to be better than yours, but it got to be nice enough to get her from A to B reliably, constantly, not sometimes. You see what I'm saying? As the man of the house, this is part of the load that you carrying. You can't forget about that, never. There's never a point in time that you can forget about that. Number one, because again, you carry the load. You the man. It's all on you. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do about that but be a man. Or run away from it and show everybody that you're not a man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, again, you can let somebody else teach your son how to ride a bike or take your daughter to the beauty supply store or whatever the case might be. I'm not telling you that you gotta stand up and be a man. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm just telling you that most men, these are the things that they have to do when they run a household. As the man running the household, he already knew stepping into this role, I gotta make sure that if she got an appointment that she get there. I gotta make sure that if something happened to this person while they wherever they at, that I can go and deal with the situation. Because guess what? You the leader of the household. That's right. A lot of y'all be getting it twisted. What y'all think the protection part is? What do y'all think the protection part is? What do y'all think the protection part is? The protection part means exactly that. Like, if your girl at work and some shit happened to her at work, guess who gotta deal with the situation? You the head of the house, bro. Like, I'm not, okay, listen. Cool, listen. Just hear me out, right? As the man of the house, if your woman is being emotional and you know she's having an emotional moment at work that could lead to something worse, like disaster, you as the man of the house, you have to get that situation together. Get her to calm down before she loses her job or do something else drastic that can plausibly cause her to lose her job, right? So, again, it's your role. You can't just tell her, well, babe, I'm at work. I got to call you right back. You can't do that. See, a lot of y'all be stepping into these roles and wanting to play these roles, and y'all don't really know what these roles come with. These roles that y'all be wanting to step into and claim that I'm gonna be the man of the house. Y'all be claiming these roles because you got a couple dollars and you can pay a few bills. But it's a lot more that come with being the man of the house. What if the woman got the money and she pay the bills? What if she don't need you to do that? Then what you gonna do? I'm just asking, because there's women out here who got money and they are looking for a man to be in their life and they want a leader in their household, but they actually make money on their own. So what you gonna do then? When she make the most money and she already got the bills paid, her crib already better than yours, she already got a better car than you, how you gonna lead the house then? Because she's still looking for you to make decisions. And if her lifestyle already better than yours, you can't walk in her lifestyle and get comfortable. You gotta walk in her lifestyle with the mindset, oh, I gotta level up. So once I level up, I can level us both up again. I'm just telling y'all how it go as the man of the house. You playing the role of the man who's carrying the load. You can't carry the load if you're not carrying the load. Listen, even if you step into that house and you get to a point where you starting to make enough money where y'all just level and equal, right? Even at that place, you still supposed to be having the visions of being a visionary of getting better than still. Because she's definitely looking. And she appreciates the progress. She definitely appreciates the progress. She's grateful for it. But knowing that you made that much progress, I'm finna tell you a secret. If she seen you make that much progress, that means she know you can go further, and that's why she with you. She ain't with you because she knew you could catch up to her. She with you because she knew you could surpass her plus. So fellas, get your motherfucking heads in the game, right? Y'all the men of the house. You run the households. You gotta start making y'all money work for y'all and the household and everybody in it. Y'all gotta start making everything in the household look like an investment to everybody, so everybody can understand we are working on moving forward in this house. Going up. You understand? I want to thank everybody who came out to Smoking with the King. Y'all know it's Smoking with the King each and every Friday at 4:20 Eastern Time. That's on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. It's King T 420 SEC here. Yo, what's good? I'm looking for new sponsors, new supporters. I'm looking for new family and new friends. I need new Smoke Gang. What's the deal? You want to join Smoke Gang? Hit a brother up. Anyway, y'all know I drop a little video, inspirational, motivational video almost every day on TikTok and YouTube, whatever the case might be. I appreciate y'all for coming out. Thank y'all for tapping the screen, liking, and sharing, and commenting. Everybody who did so, I appreciate everybody. And I'll see y'all again next Friday. I appreciate y'all, everybody. I'll see y'all next Friday.